Hey, you. You clicked on the video. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. Bye. All right, enough fooling around. So 1.9 has been released to all of the Trailmakers content creators. So all of us have an early access key, and we're taking a deep dive into all of the stuff going on. So for you guys today, what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of the patch notes, including bug fixes. Going through all of the bug fixes today, including all the blocks, everything else you guys will get for free, some other information that you guys probably already have seen from other creators, but I just wanted to go through the actual list of all of the things that they have updated and fixed for this game. And at the very end, I'm also going to get some other content creators involved, and we're going to have a dogfight so we can see the new power core destruction types and to see how planes react to the new destruction setup. It's going to be fun. So, at the very end of the video, stick around. You guys ready to get into it? Let's take a look at the patch notes. Alrighty guys, so I have the patch notes pulled up here, and I figured we together can take a look and see what has been added in the 1.9 patch notes. So, number one, the general stuff is we have new formula style flat track added to Race Island, which is really cool. We have impact damage changes, which I really want to focus on after we read through most of this. So power core using blocks now explode upon death, dealing 5% of block health to the surrounding blocks. Okay, so apparently now if power cores take damage and or they get destroyed, the power core block themselves, it does appear that they do explode now. So that's pretty cool. There is now a passenger seat toggle switch, which removes all the input from the seat, which is really nice. So instead of having to select your seat, go through and deselect all of the green little tabs that you have from other seats, you just click the one tab, set it to passenger, and they can no longer, you and your buddies can no longer interact utilizing that seat with the build itself. That's really cool. So they currently added, which looks like here, we have 14 new blocks in total. Let's see, rotation direction gizmos now display input in the builder. I did see this and found this rather interesting. You can now set a default block and skin color. So while you're building, if you have a specific look you're going for, you can apply it as a default and then proceed to continue to use that the more blocks you put in, which I find pretty neat. All of the new free blocks are these here, which is quite a few for the updates. A lot of new logic stuff, which I get to play around with in the future. I'm already terrible at logic, so let's just add a few more things for me to get confused on. I'm kind of dumb as it is already. You know, I'm known as the local Trailmakers idiot, and they just made it harder for me to get by. It's going to be a good time. Big look here. You'll notice that they did go through and they did fix a lot of bugs. So let's take a quick peek at a couple of them. Let's take a look at some of these bug fixes that may include some really big changes here. Danger zone saves could get into a state where they would be stuck at 0 power cores available. I have not seen that happen, or nor has that occurred to me. So I have dealt with this a lot, which is good that they fixed it. The oh no crash that would occur from joining client upon joining a long running server. So that's if your buddies have been in a server for over an hour or so and you decide to join late because you're just getting home from school or whatever it is you're doing and you can't connect, and then they have to restart the server. So hopefully that has been fixed. So that's good. Another one that for me was a big issue was this mirror mode function. So I stopped using mirror mode shortly after the other update. What was the other one? The rescue pack update. Yeah, whenever they updated the rescue pack, I kind of stopped using the mirror mode because whenever I would mirror my build, it would always spawn blocks in places that they shouldn't have been, and I wasn't really for that. Good to see that they may have fixed that. I believe there's also another one with mirroring decals that they did fix that, which is really cool. That's unfortunate. So this one, believe it or not, I actually kind of liked this bug. It says this is a bug with the party balloon not taking any damage. So I know a lot of builders for mechs, for all you mech builders out there, that's unfortunate because we did use the party balloons as basically boxing gloves. Because they were indestructible, it made for really cool battle bots. So if you had bipedal walkers and you used them to punch each other, we would use the party balloons as their fist because, well, they didn't take any damage and it broke the other builds themselves. So it did make for some really cool fighting, some fighting scenarios, which I didn't really put any on the channel, but I did get into a couple of those fights too, and I did enjoy those. So that's something to take into account the next time we build ourselves a little fighting mech. That'll be something that I will have to keep in the vault of my brain, which already doesn't have enough space. So thank you, Flashbulb. Let's see. Fix the bug where the sonic boom visuals would not correctly be turned off for other clients in some cases. Let's see. Fix the bug where a player who finished the race and left it would not be included in the positions for players finishing after them. Okay. Yeah, Motorhead content. These are all part of the DLC. So if you do want these are going to be with the DLC that is purchased. Number one, the new seats that they've added. You'll see here we have the car seat and the racing seat. Those are really cool. As far as the frame section, you'll have a small fender, medium fender, large fender, long hood, and modern hood. In the mechanics tab, you will have racing hinge and a large suspension, which if you haven't seen the large suspension, it is hilariously massive. Going to be really good for some of those monster truck builds or anything along those lines. Lift and drag tab is going to get a front wing, a rear wing, and the supercar spoiler. So keep those in mind. Let's see. In the gadgets tab, we have a pop-up car light. That'll be good. Accessory blocks, exhaust, smoke generator, large exhaust, okay. Ornaments are now going to include the Trailmakers dashboard figure and the Chirpo dashboard figure. We have new decals, which there's quite a few of them. These are all going to be the new decals. If you'd like those, you take a quick peek at those. But other than that, I think this is a fairly decent DLC, and I'm happy I actually got to see a full breakdown of what it's going to include. And also being able to see what's going to cost money and what's going to be free for everybody, because I do think that's a big thing that Flashball really should consider, is understanding that most of their player base are going to be younger individuals that honestly can't just go up to mom and dad and be like, hey, Trailmakers just dropped this awesome update, could you give me more money after they spent money on the game originally, which is fine. Luckily, their DLCs aren't too egregious. At least we're not paying another $30 or more for another DLC. We're just paying the $10 to $15 as normally expected with these, so can't give them too much grief, especially if we want more content like this going forward. This is going to be how it's going to be going forward. But let's go ahead and get ourselves all set up with the new 1.9 early release, and we'll jump in and take a look at everything else going on. Alrighty, folks, so we have loaded into Trailmakers and my B25 Mitchell that I have recently put together. Hope you guys like this, by the way, dude. I think this one came out pretty good. But I did want to see a comparison, because I did notice that for driving vehicles, if you're into cars, this update is 100% for you. Like, this is going to change the game for you. I am worried for us plane enthusiasts who enjoy the reality that is, if I'm flying and I clip, say, one of the black and blue pillars in the background and my wing falls off, I find it satisfying that my plane does a barrel roll and careens into the earth and crashes. So what we're gonna do, this is pre-update. This is the game not updated to the 1.9 pre-release, and I wanted to just kind of get a comparison, and we get to see a direct comparison between the damage that we see within the vehicles themselves, and we'll take an honest look at it. So number one, let's see if we could just graze the pillar. All right, so we lost a couple pieces, nothing too damaging, right? So you're like, that's all right, because we hit it, we kind of glanced it, we barely gave it a little love tap, if you would. All right, we're gonna hit the wing with a little bit more speed this time, and it destroys the entire build. Okay, so it doesn't just rip your wing off, it just, a lot of the sections of the blocks, everything just kind of falls apart, as you guys can see. Let's go ahead and see what the overall damage difference between the pre-update and post-update. So pre-update, entire plane explodes on impact with the pillar, and let's go ahead and update our game and see what happens. Where's the button? There it is. Alrighty, we have loaded into the updated Trailmakers. We are here, guys. We've done it. All right, the B25 is in. It's looking fairly decent. All right, let's go ahead and take off. Number one, first test, baby. We got to crash into this pillar and see what happens. All right, we're going about 150 miles an hour. I missed that one. I'm going to miss this one too, I think. Oh, we got it. I missed both of them.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Too good of a pilot. I can't even crash on purpose. Let's try it again. Whip it back around. Oh, I'm gonna crash right here. Interesting. Huh. Oh, we just bounce off everything now. I'm not really sure how I feel about that, I'll be honest. Like I said, I think for all you car lovers, this is gonna be really good. I was actually very fearful for people that are plane enthusiasts in this game because of the collisions that, yeah, like, okay, I can see the appeal. Okay, I could see that the strength of the wings and your build overall being better is seen as a good thing, but it's definitely still a little on the concerning side. The fact that, like, I mean, I'm going this fast, my wings should just come off, which it kind of does. I would honestly prefer in that case, at that speed, that the plane would continue moving forward and like my wing would sever. Like if my wing severed and I kept moving in a straight line, that would make more sense because that's just how physics work. But the fact that you almost come to a full stop if you make an impact. So now Like, instead of crashing, you lose your wing and you can maybe recover to land somewhat smoothly. Now you crash into something, your plane you're done for. Which is also, I mean, it makes sense to a degree, but I should hit this, and instead of bouncing so hard to the left like that, like this, I shouldn't be bouncing off these things. I mean, it's an aluminum craft in my opinion. You would think that it would definitely see more destruction than what we are currently witnessing, but like I said, we'll just keep doing a few more crashes and kind of see what happens here, because I'll be honest, I'm not too sure how I feel about this update as far as the planes. Like, that bounce is ridiculous. I mean, yeah, it's gonna take you out. It's so weird. So I believe now there's also an update to where power cores explode. This works. All right, so this thing is filled to the brim with lasers. I wanted to see if I shot. Oh, so they do explode. All right, so now the engines do explode, which is cool. So power cores do explode when they are finally taken out, which is pretty neat. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's okay. The explosive damage is all the same. Everything else is working similarly. The only difference is really just like the way your builds will interact with the terrain on an impact. So instead of entirely shattering like we had in the pre-update, we now in 1.9 deal with your entire build hits an object, and I mean, you could, like that, you could feel it. Like, I don't think that should happen there. So at least in this case, we were able to recover from that one. I just clipped that ring of fire. I would think that my wing would fall off. Does that make sense? So like, definitely for all the motorheads out here, like the people that really love building, cars and racing cars, this update's 100% for you. I do think it does hinder the aircraft and plane community mildly. It's not a detriment as far as being like overall destructive to the overall creative process of like the builders or anything like that, but if there's people that like myself, I do find some satisfaction in the way the planes crashed originally. So like, if you're going slow enough and clip the mountain, you would just lose your wing, and then that barrel roll is super satisfying to watch the plane go down. And I'm just not too sure if I personally would say I love it for planes, but definitely I could see all of the benefits of having the update. Let's go head first into the dirt and just see what happens here. Okay, so that makes sense. By the way, that explosion sound was satisfying. Wow, that's good. Okay, that I like. That the explosion was good. To actually have your build explode on impact like that without dynamite being inside the build, that's awesome. That is a cool added feature. See, like, if you hit hard enough, it does just explode. But I mean, like, I hit my wing hard into that rock. The right wing was the intended damaged part of the plane, and as we see here, it's mostly intact, yet the power cores around our main seat and around our player is what exploded. So definitely something to consider and look into. I figured what I'll do now is I'll see if I can get a hold of any content creators, and we'll just jump into a dogfight and see if anybody is willing to try to shoot this new plane of mine down and kind of see what the effects are of the blasters from other players. So let me give some people a call. Star Wars if it was set in the 1800s. Now this is pod racing. That's wild.
Hello?
Yeah, Wimp.
Cool enough.
Oh my word. Quit whining, Wimp. You'll be fine. Get in here.
Wow.
Quit crying. and
No, I'm
just
editing
join.
right now. I can't.
What do you mean you're editing right now?
Well, I'm editing right now. It's 3 a.m. and I gotta make this video until tomorrow. Like, I'm editing.
It has to go up tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd be up for a dogfight, just not now or today. YouTubers edit so slow. Like, it only takes me like, well, my
Shut up,
F16
TikTok.
video.
Shut up, TikTok.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
My
no one
videos are
wants to
11
hear
seconds
you.
long.
Well, it takes me 4 minutes to edit my
Yeah.
clip. Get out of here.
My video's like, I mean, to be fair, my F16 video did take me like 4 months.
Players are no longer the most powerful weapon in the game.
Yeah, your biggest bomb you can drop used to be a player. It seems to be remedied now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're golden now.
Well,
Now a
doesn't
human
even-
body isn't very destructive.
Yeah.
Let's see, Logic. What you got? Oh, he's coming
Sick.
down.
Yeah, I don't think it does anything.
That's awesome. Perfect. Alrighty, folks, after a quick intermission, I was able to grab Logictive, who just recently hit 2,000 subscribers, so congratulations to him. If you guys haven't already checked out his channel, please be sure to do so. And then I also have Roodhawk with me, who is also a TikTok content creator. I personally don't have TikTok, but if you guys would like to see some of his short content, be sure to take a look at that. So I have my B-25 bomber here, and Logic made these P-51-esque prop planes. I really don't know what they're supposed to mimic. However, my objective here today is just simply going to be to survive as long as possible in my B-25 while these two try to shoot me down. So I'm going to get in the air, and we'll give it a few minutes. Are you guys... You're already flying around, but are you guys ready to go?
I think we are.
We're really... The only objective of this right now is just to see the ultimate changes that have been made with the power core destruction, to see if hopefully some of the power core pieces inside our builds get destroyed, and see what else it does to our builds. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn in, and once we cross, you guys, you're free to go.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. 2 bandits coming in. Whoa! Instantly explode. Wow, there it is. Okay, one of my props instantly exploded on the first shot. So yeah, so it does work. That was pretty cool looking. Oh boy.
Roll the outro.
Roll the outro? Oh, okay. Oh, I just gotta try to last as long as possible. Now I have a constant yaw left because I'm missing that prop.
Oh,
Oh,
I think
dig it.
these things are... The backs of these are kind of just filled with mini thrusters to get them to go, so they should be fairly explosive.
I'm shooting back at him. Oh, I got a tail piece.
I lost an elevator. Ow.
Oh, come on. Ah. Oh, he's dealing so much damage now. The 2 blasters in the back.
Ow.
You guys are so menacing right now. Get out of here. Oh, another.
Oh, no.
Oh, is that vertical?
Oh,
There's my whole.
that was
My whole right wing just
Oh, wow.
fell off. All right.
I'm missing a runner. Oh.
I'm still shooting.
Uh,
Oh, hey. Hey, Logic, what's going on? All right, well,
yeah.
let's see
Oh,
the...
no.
Oh, wow, what an explosion. That's cool. Okay. So we do know that power cores do explode. That's a thing. Oh, hello. Oh, hi, Root.
Nice landing.
Very buttery smooth.
Water landing.
I'm almost 3 kilometers away. I think we're good now.
Yeah.
We should probably... All right, so
We'll
this time be
turn
sure to
around.
let's wait till we cross, and then we'll start shooting on this one.
Okay, so I don't just make you explode.
Yeah, instant.
Okay.
The first
Oh,
round.
back.
The first round that was
Yeah.
shot blew up my prop,
Can
and I
we
was like,
melee?
huh. Yeah, actually, that'd be a good test too. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
okay.
definitely melee after we cross.
Yeah,
Oh, the
it
boys
actually-
are
The
down
red
low.
birds on my wings. They should be circles.
Yeah.
Historically accurate. Historically accurate. Oh, the red lasers. Hopefully, I'm not
Alright.
outspeeding these planes too much.
How fast do you go?
Ah,
you
my
seem to
tail's
only
getting
be a
chewed
little-
up.
You're like more maneuverable on us as well.
Oh no!
Ah, no.
Oh wait, they
Okay.
they
Not
glitched.
just excited.
Good
That would've
collision in the
been-
back.
Oh.
Oh my right wing
Whoa,
again.
whoa.
Who's this guy? As I'm crashing, just goes hello. What is this?
I don't think it is an open server.
It is. I didn't think much of it. No.
Oh.
Whoa! What a good explosion, though.
Wow.
I'm not gonna be mean, but get out of here. Alrighty, folks, that's gonna do it. You guys made it this far, so you obviously liked the video. So leave a like on it and comment below what you guys would like to see in the future and in future videos. Thank you to Logitim and Broodhawk for being here with us today. It's always fun to have them tag along. And yeah, I've been Fungus Frank. You guys take it easy. Have a good night.